Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Ilysse and today I have my Clever Fox Weekly Planner Pro and we are using this to map out the month of October. There's nothing more I love than sitting down and looking at everything I have going on throughout the month, whether it's a birthday celebration, an event, or just a weekend home. I really like to be able to see everything that I have coming up so that I can accurately plan out goals for the month, make plans with loved ones, and also just make sure that nothing is missed. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And also make sure that you watch this whole video so you don't miss any of the planning tips or tricks that I'm sharing today. Let's get started. I love these sticker packs because they're so easy to have a little bit of something decorative in your planner, but also get it dated really easily because this planner is undated. So October starts on a Wednesday. Just confirm that. Yes, October starts on a Wednesday. And we're gonna go ahead and get all of my date stickers in. And I like using these date stickers on these A4 size planners because they're a little bit bigger and I don't feel like putting the date stickers down is going to impact my ability to write and to have the planner still be functional, because that's very important, is having a planner that's functional and that you have plenty of room to write in. So I find that a tweezer is really easy for these and you can just kind of curl the page up and it makes the sticker pop off to get a really good grip. Otherwise, sometimes you like slice it and lose some of that. Okay, now that we are all dated, I'm going to come in with some holidays. So on the 13th, we have Indigenous Peoples Day, and on the 31st, we have Halloween. I'm gonna pop this in, and then let's do this cute like witch with the cat and the pumpkin right over here. I'm also going to take a day off sticker because my office is closed on Indigenous Peoples Day, so I know I have the day off there. And then this birthday sticker, I want to do a bigger birthday sticker. I have other birthdays in the month than just this one, but maybe we'll do it this way. This day is my mom's birthday, and I feel like that's a really important birthday because without my mom, I wouldn't be here. So we're gonna do mom's birthday. That looks cute. Now, I did pull out another sticker pack from a previous set, and I also saw this birthday here because what I'm actually going to do is take my knife because I want the birthday part, but I don't want the mom's birthday part, or my birthday part that's on this, because my birthday was in July. That passed. But we have my fiance's dad's birthday, so my future father-in-law, and this is a big birthday and we have a party for him. So we're actually gonna kind of pair this with another sticker and do it like this. So I'm gonna put this down first because the party is also on that day. There we go. Okay, that looks cute. It kind of looks like it was already meant to be that way. Next up, even though I use a budget planner, I do like to put paydays in my planner because it helps me just keep track of everything, especially in a month where there's a little bit of a change. Typically, my payday is on Monday. However, when Monday is a holiday and the banks are closed, my payday is the Friday before, not the Friday after. This is where tweezers come in handy because they make it really easy to just shift things. And it just kind of helps me keep track of payments and have it front and center like this. Okay, set with paydays. What's next? Let's do day off stickers. Now that I am off on Fridays because I'm working a 4-day week, it's helpful for me to have this as a reminder here. Oh, Halloween too, that's a fun day to be off. I don't really get trick-or-treaters in my area because I live on like a cul-de-sac up a hill in the woods. So I don't really get them, but that's okay. And then I wanted to take a doctor appointment sticker and I'm going to pair that with one of these because I have an appointment on that Friday and that is at 3:30. All right, what's next? I wanted to take the sneaker stickers because I mentioned in September that I joined a kickball league and I like these sneaker stickers. Try saying sneaker stickers 5 times fast. I like these sneaker stickers as a reminder. And this just goes through the end of October and then it'll be finished because it'll probably be too cold. Okay, Now, the next thing that I want to do is actually mark off this weekend because we are going to be traveling. We'll be away for a wedding. So to kind of go along with our colors here, I'm going to grab an orange highlighter and draw a line through here. I've never been to New Hampshire and I'm looking forward to going. It'll be a nice little getaway and fun to go to a wedding, especially now that we're engaged. I can kind of like talk about different things that we'd like for our wedding. So let's just write wedding here and we'll pop this in right there. And then here, just over the highlight, I'm going to write New Hampshire. Okay, continuing on the 4th. Sometimes it's easier just to write directly on the box first. So maybe I'll put this here. That's actually not on the 4th, what I was thinking. It's on the 12th. So I'm going to put this here. And on the 12th, I'm going to a pen show. It's in New York City, and I feel like that'll be a really fun event. So we'll put this right here. And then on the 11th, we have an event for my nephew. So these weekends are already filling up very quickly as I'm starting to see it in my planner. And that's one of the reasons that I love setting up my monthly planner ahead of the month starting, because it gives me a really good idea of what's ahead. It gives me a really good idea of what's ahead, and it makes it easier for me to make other plans when I know what's already coming up. Because when I was sitting down to plan, I was thinking that I may not have that much going on in October, but now that I'm actually sitting and looking at it, I'm realizing it's probably going to be a busier month than I think. Now, one of the things that I've been doing is going grocery shopping every other Sunday. I've been trying to set that, although this Sunday, then I'll be away. So it's every other Sunday. So only here and here. And that will kind of carry me through the week. The next thing that I want to do is add in a sticker. Let's do a bow sticker. So my fiance and I on Wednesdays, we've been calling them Wedding Wednesdays, where each Wednesday night we sit down and plan something for the wedding. Probably won't happen on the 29th because it's my mom's birthday, but it's good to have in here so I don't make other plans. So I'm just going to write wedding planning, wedding. Even for recurring things, I think it's really helpful to have them in your planner so that you don't forget, because even something that recurs every week can be really easy to forget. All right, finally, I think with the actual plans is I want to put in some meetings that I have throughout the month. So I'm actually going to use my knife again and just cut this one to be a little bit shorter. I'm going to remove the bullet point here. I do really like the bullet point on these, but because I need 3 of them and I'd like them to match, we're going to remove those. And this is going to be for meetings that I have throughout the month. So we'll put one here. It's going to be here on the 20th. And then the others are the other Mondays, except for this day. Okay, I think that we are set. Now, the one other thing is Saturday, October 4th, I'm going to put, what do I want to put here? I'm going to put a little bow here because right now, October 4th is the rain date for our engagement party, which is currently scheduled for September. Hopefully it sticks with the September date, but we're going to put a little bow just in case. And if there is no rain and we don't need this rain date, we'll probably use that day as like a full wedding planning day anyway, because we're reserving it basically for wedding stuff. So I'm gonna come back to this month's goals in a moment, but I wanna talk about things I will do to make this month great. And sometimes the goals will come from this. So skills and habits to learn. I'm going to put Pilates. That's been something that I've been focusing on a little bit in September. And I say a little bit because I had never done Pilates before, and oh my goodness, it is tough. And it's tough while I'm doing it, but it's also tough in the days that follow because my body is in pain. And I feel like getting used to that and kind of working through it is definitely a skill, but it's also a habit. The more that I do it, I think the easier it will be. Places to go and people to see. I'm going to put New Hampshire on here. We will be seeing many people throughout the month with all of our plans, but I like that this is a kind of places to go, especially because it's a new state to me. I think for my fiance too. I don't believe he's ever been there. but one of his old coworkers lives in Boston and is getting married there. Distractions to avoid: impulse spending, especially with wedding planning. There's so many things that I see on social media because my entire algorithm is now like all wedding stuff, and it makes me want to buy all the things. But my savings goals are more important than a lot of the things that I'm seeing. One thing I always wanted to do, I'm going to write down, visit a haunted house. Now let me reiterate. I'm not entirely sure that I've always wanted to visit a haunted house. I'm not a huge Halloween person. However, my fiance is. He loves Halloween. And so I would like to go with him to a haunted house. Maybe a little bit less haunted, a little bit less scary than the typical haunted house, because I need to survive to the wedding, right? That's important. All right, let's talk about this month's goals. So I'm going to use some colors here. I have these dot markers that I really like, and I'm going to color code a little bit in terms of categories. That's going to be easier for my brain to remember them. So I'm going to do a title and then finance. One financial goal is to track all of my September expenses, so going back. I also want to save $750 to retirement, and I want to look into automatic savings options with my bank, or if not my bank, maybe a different bank. The next category is going to be my health. So I'm on this health journey, and it's partial exercise and partial healthy eating. And I'm hoping that by the end of the month, I'll have reached my goal that I started in September of losing a total of 5 pounds. I don't want to go set a goal that I'm not going to be able to reach, but one is going to be lose 5 pounds. And one of the ways that I've been doing it is just by reducing my bread intake. I love bread. I love pasta. I love chips. I don't know if chips are bread. I love pretzels. I love crackers. Everything bread, every bread product I love. But I'm trying to reduce that and maybe eat bread no more than 2 days per week in September. In October, we're going to shift it to 1 day per week. And then we're also going to increase my exercise to 3 days per week. Okay, next category is going to be my home. And there's a couple of things that we need to do here. So we have a water thing that needs to be repaired. It's a valve. We need to bring in outdoor furniture, and I want to organize my den closet. And I think that that'll be it for the house. Next category I'm actually going to add is wedding. And we need to book a venue, go dress shopping, book entertainment, and book photographer. Okay, next category is going to be relationship. And these are things that the two of us want to do together for our relationship. So I'm going to do 2 things here. And one of them is plan December trip. We are both off work the last week of December, so from Christmas to New Year's, and we went on a vacation last year to the Dominican Republic, and we'd like to go on a vacation again. And then here I'm going to do a date night. Just one night in the month that has nothing to do with the wedding. It's not with other people, just one date night for us. And then the next category is going to be personal. And these are just things for me. So one is girls' night. And that would also kind of be the places to go and people to see. Read 4 books and daily journaling. Okay, now there's a lot down here, but what's important to remember is that there's a lot of space up here. While there's stuff happening throughout the month, like these 2 days are gonna be fully booked. This one, hopefully we don't have to use the rain date. This is an evening event. This is the whole weekend, but I have a lot of time, especially now that I'm off on Fridays, to be able to take some of these things and fill them in here. So I think it's really important when you're setting up your monthly goals to be really mindful of what your month actually looks like. For example, my July and August were so busy that I was barely able to create goals that I knew I'd stick to, or I was barely able to make a lot of goals because I knew that it would be hard to stick to them. So when you're setting up things that you'd like to achieve in the month, really be mindful of the time that you actually have available to do them. So hopefully you found this video helpful. You can pick up this planner over at cleverfoxplanner.com. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, make sure that you subscribe and you have your notification bell turned on because we have so many amazing videos to come. Thank you again for spending time with us today, and we'll see you next time.